Welcome to the Week at the White House, your quick guide to April 24th through May 2nd, 2025. On April 24th, President Trump welcomed Norwegian Prime Minister Jonas Gahr Støre, reaffirming NATO ties and transatlantic cooperation. April 28th saw the Philadelphia Eagles at the White House, where the president celebrated their Super Bowl 58 win and praised their championship spirit. The very next day, the Eagles returned for a South Lawn celebration. "Fly, Eagles, fly" rang out as the team was honored again. Also, on April 28th, the North Lawn was lined with 100 mugshots of deported criminal illegal aliens to underscore the administration's border security message. At Selfridge Base on April 29th, President Trump saluted the Michigan National Guard, honoring their dedication to keeping America safe. That afternoon, Investing in America Remarks introduced fresh incentives for domestic manufacturing, reviving a bold Made in America agenda. He then convened his cabinet in the West Wing to set policy priorities on jobs, infrastructure, and national defense. On April 28th and 29th, Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt held new media briefings, fielding questions on domestic reforms and upcoming executive actions. On April 30th, featured SoftBank's Masayoshi Son, unveiling the $500 billion Stargate AI infrastructure project, poised to cement U.S. leadership in artificial intelligence. On May 1st, President Trump hosted a National Day of Prayer event in the Rose Garden, bringing together faith leaders to emphasize unity and shared values. During the National Day of Prayer event, President Trump signed an executive order establishing the Religious Liberty Commission to safeguard and promote religious freedom across the United States. President Trump signed an executive order to end federal funding for National Public Radio, NPR, and the Public Broadcasting Service, PBS, citing concerns over biased media. Also on May 1st, Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt and Deputy Chief of Staff Stephen Miller held a briefing discussing the administration's efforts to restore common sense in federal policies. And on May 2nd, the Trump administration released its 2026 budget proposal, highlighting significant cuts to non-defense domestic spending while increasing funding for national security. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney announced he will visit President Trump at the White House on Tuesday, May 6, 2025, aiming to strengthen U.S.-Canada relations. And Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth ordered the USS Harry S. Truman aircraft carrier to remain in the Middle East for an additional week to support ongoing operations against Yemen's Houthi rebels. That wraps up this week at the White House. For full details, visit whitehouse.gov, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for next week's recap.